Well, welcome to Life is Great New England. I'm sitting alongside my good pal, John Meadaperl. It's Guys' Day here at the British Beer Company. We're having fun, right?
Oh, of course we are. Are you kidding me? Great food, great people, unbelievable atmosphere, and tremendous beer.
Well, don't forget, Alice is still in the picture. We're going to talk about that in a second. But coming up later in the show, I'm going to be heading over to the Boston Music Awards and talking to one of the women that you used to have on a poster on your wall, Tracy Bingham from Baywatch. Do you remember that poster you had?
Of course I remember Tracy Bingham. It was Tracy Bingham and Cheryl Teagues. 1-2.
Well, I only talked to Tracy. Charlotte was not there. But we're going to have a great time today because we're also going to learn from the experts, the chef and the head of the BBC here, who's going to give us a little introductory lesson on how to incorporate what beers to have with what dishes, so you can come to the BBC, whether it's in Framingham or any one of their many locations, and have a good time.
Yeah, because I always wonder, what do I eat with a good beer? What goes well with a good beer? Today we're going to learn that.
He's always asking me those questions. And so, Alice, I mean, is she out there, or what do you think?
Alice is out there. Alice is ubiquitous. That means she's everywhere. And she was at the New England Tradition, which is celebrating Boston sports legends, New England sports legends. And leave it to Alice Cook to talk to the big timers at TD Garden.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the TD Garden, where we are here for the Tradition, which is a great tradition here in New England. Coming up, we're going to talk to Doug Flutie, Aly Raisman, Derek Sanderson, and Ray Bourque. To ask you, being here tonight, you're such a part of the Boston tradition, New England tradition. What does it mean to you to be honored here?
It's just very flattering and nostalgic, and looking back at your entire career. And I said it a couple times already that my career wasn't laid out in front of me. It was year to year. I had to put the blinders on, my head down, and go. And all of a sudden now you can take that deep breath, look back, and say, pretty proud of what we accomplished, and to be considered in this category with the people I'm with tonight, just amazing for me, because I'm just a fan.
Proudest accomplishment as a player?
I think it was the year I came back from Canada, my first year with Buffalo. Took over the starting job, went to a Pro Bowl, and led the team to the playoffs. It was kind of my way of saying, oh, I've arrived, I did it. I can do this. I proved a lot of people wrong and established myself back in the NFL.
I would not have guessed that. I thought maybe it was something that happened in Miami.
Well, that was probably the most fun, no doubt about it. It was the most enjoyable moment. And still to this day, Gerard caught it. I just ran around a little bit and threw it as far as I could. Gerard had to go fight through the rain, through the arms and hands, and make the play, and everyone else has kept that moment alive for us. I mean, we had a lot of last-second victories that we're very proud of, that were fun times. That's the one and at least we have that trademark moment that everyone remembers.
What do you want your legacy to be as an athlete and a person?
I think as an athlete, especially in the Boston area, it's going to go back to my Boston College days. And the play will be remembered, the pass in Miami and all that. But I think more that for Gerard and I, we were the class that kind of kick-started Boston College football in our minds, and how it took off from there. And that was our legacy. My personal legacy, maybe just as a competitor and a winner and a guy that went out and gave it everything he had and it really enjoyed the game and played it with a lot of emotion.
Good to see you again.
Great to see you. I'm Doug Flutie, and life is great, New England.
So proud to introduce Olympic athlete, double gold medalist, Aly Raisman, a local, being honored here tonight. First of all, how does it feel to just be part of this tradition?
Oh, it means so much to me. I'm here with my two coaches, Mihai and Sylvie. My parents are here. So it's a very, very special night, and I'm very, very honored and excited.
Well, I remember last summer seeing the Fierce Five on the cover of Sports Illustrated, but no one knew you guys yet. And then like that, you were household names. What was that like?
It was so crazy. It's so funny. I was just talking about this the other day. When we shot the cover of Sports Illustrated, we had no idea we were shooting the cover. They just told us to put our makeup on. We did our hair and makeup ourselves. They told us to hop up on the beam and do some poses, and then 5 days later, we saw online that we were on the cover, and we couldn't believe it, but it's still slowly just starting to sink in now, but it will never fully really sink in. It's amazing.
Well, what a whirlwind year and a half that you've had. Dancing with the Stars, actually, we were just talking about a little behind camera, just made you a bigger star all over again. What was that like?
Oh my God, it was the most fun I've ever had. You know, the Olympics was amazing. It was such an honor to represent my country and to share the experience with my friends, but Dancing with the Stars was just pure fun. There was no pressure. It was something out of my comfort zone, and now I can dance better. I can walk in heels better, so it was awesome.
What, I heard rumors that you're training again?
Yes, I just started about 2 weeks ago, and I literally feel like a little kid again. I'm like so excited. I literally can't wait to go to practice every day.
All right, so the big question is, you're probably sick of it. Rio, you thinking about it?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. You're
Yes. Well, I have to qualify, but that's the goal, hopefully.
Great, Aly. Good luck. Great talking to you.
Thank you. I'm Aly Raisman, and Life is Great New England.
Great job by Alice Cook. I love those events. The Garden, big Boston sports legends. She was there for it. And Chuck, we're here with big timers as well. We had a chance earlier to speak with Shane Egan, the district manager for the British Beer Company.
Whoa, that is a big name, and only you would be capable to handle such an interview.
I know people. All right, thanks, Chuck. I'm here with Shane Egan, and man, I am comfortable because I have a beautiful cup of beer in my hand along with Shane, and I want to find out what the heck I'm going to drink right now, Shane, because this looks awesome.
It's a Trogs Mad Elf, and it's a very limited release. We just got it in last week. It's been extremely popular. We pride ourselves on getting in craft beer from around the States, and we really push our general managers to get the best and the newest releases of beers and get them into the pubs. And it's a go-to place for craft beer drinkers.
Can I try it?
Absolutely,
All
why
right, I'm
not?
gonna try
Let's
it.
drink it.
Christmas in a glass.
Exactly. Very spicy. It's
Yes.
excellent.
Vibrant,
Delicious.
very vibrant. And
Delicious
vibrant's
beer.
a good word to describe the British Beer Company because there's a lot of exciting things going on here, not only from a beer perspective, but from a food perspective as well, because you guys have a fresh new menu in the next couple months that you'll be debuting.
Yeah, coming out in the middle of January, going real traditional, English-style foods. I think that's why people come to the pub. They want to see English, everything English beers, English food. Our executive chef is from England, and he prides himself on bringing in fresh and local ingredients and getting exactly what the customer is looking for.
What makes the British Beer Company a unique dining experience?
I don't think you can go anyplace else and get English-style food. The fish and chips, our most popular item, is a traditional English fish and chips. The Andoli Scotch eggs, coming new on the menu, just all real traditional. If you were in a pub in England, that's what you'd be eating.
And if someone came in and said, I want to try an English beer, what would you recommend?
We have the full lineup of Fullers. We've always have 4 Fullers on tap at all times. I had an English gentleman come in yesterday, and he was shocked to see all 4 here. So, things like that. We want to make it as traditional as possible.
How did you recapture the English pub experience?
When we're building the pubs, a lot of the woodwork and a lot of the brass and things like that is actually shipped over from England. And it's shipped over in a big container, and we put it together like a jigsaw puzzle. And it creates, again, the English atmosphere right when you walk into the pub.
What is your favorite item on the menu?
Well, we make a traditional English pie here. It's a meat pie, and they're made fresh every single day. It's got a raised, puff pastry crust on it, and probably one of our most popular items nowadays in here. It's excellent.
And not only can you get great British food here, but you can also get great American fare as well. So if I want a pizza, I can get a pizza at British Beer Company.
Absolutely. The pizzas are phenomenal. We have a dough that's made specially just for us. It's excellent. If you hadn't had the pizza, I definitely recommend coming down. We also have, burgers, just regular American great food.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, Johnny.
All right, here we are in Boston, the Liberty Hotel. And of course, if it's life is great, we got to do food, we got to do sports. How about music? The Boston Music Awards. We're guests of our good friends at WAAF. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk to all of the hot bands in the city. And let's face it, I don't get an opportunity to get out and rock that much. So tonight is my night. Hopefully by the end of the night, I'll still be doing all right. But hang with me. You got some good access here with WAAF, and life is great. Follow me. All right, life is great for me. I'm with Tracy Bingham from Baywatch. this is a big, dream come true for me. I'm with, you're the third Baywatch person I've ever met.
Really? Who's the first one and two?
I met David Chokachi.
Love Chokachi.
He's a Massachusetts guy.
Yeah, he is.
And I met David Hasselhoff on the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Yes.
But you're the hotter of all of them.
Oh my God.
This is awesome for me. You're Cambridge, right?
Yeah. Born and raised in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I have to toot my own horn because I did go to high school with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. I have to just say that. Sorry, I have to say that.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean, that Tracy Bingham, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon in one school.
Yeah, and I was in the Marky Mark Good Vibrations video, and so when they asked me to present last year, which I did, I had a fabulous time, and so my heart just goes out to all these beautiful Boston artists that are just killing it.
People, they know you're from Boston, and you just it's like you're legit. I mean, Boston just has that reputation now. I mean, literally the best city in the whole entire country.
Yes, Boston is a very beautiful city. I mean, it's beautiful during the day, but it's even more alluring and attractive and seductive and romantic at night. And that's one of the things I love about Boston is that you get it all.
You know what? I think no matter what we do on this show, it's all about having fun, and it's having you here is a big deal for us. I don't know how it still ranks. Baywatch, one of the most widely watched shows on the planet Earth.
Well, now it's in syndication. It's all over the globe, and I can't believe that a woman of color that I was honored that they would select me. I auditioned over like 2,000 women to go for this role, and I got it. And
what was the audition like?
In a nutshell, they had to put me in a swimming pool to prove that I could swim.
You couldn't swim? Is that what you just said?
I could swim, but I wasn't great at it.
Okay, yeah.
But on Baywatch, you better know how to swim.
Well, you got to rescue people.
And you really have to rescue the actors.
Tracy, thank you so much for coming on the show. Enjoy your night here at the Boston Music Awards, and we'll see you next time on Life is Great New England. There you go. All right. From WAAF, I have Omar with me. Man, you've been to this before? I've never been here. Can you give me some sort of expectations of what I can hope to see?
Should get a little crazy in here. A lot of Boston local talent should be here. A lot of the upcoming stars should be here. It's a great experience. If you're up and coming, this is a nice place to be. If you've been doing your thing for a while, it's another nice place to be.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to hang with this guy tonight. It's Omar from WAAF. Life is Great New England. It's because of guys like this, and I'm going to get back to the party. You want to join me?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. I'm here with Robbie Roadsteamer, and you know what? I got to tell you, from what I've been told, it's not a party until this guy comes out and has a lot of fun and, really live. What's your secret?
I was banned from the Boston Music Awards several years ago for stealing a trophy.
And I wanted to welcome you back because I know it's been a long time since you've been able to be here, and with all that controversy, having you back, that's been the talk. Robbie's back.
Yeah, I mean, I've been kissing a lot of babies and sort of, kissing ass to a lot of the other musicians. Next year, I hope to, be up for some trophies. I mean, they're not really announcing them anymore, like presenting trophies. That's kind of sad. I hope I didn't cause that.
What a night. It was incredible. The bands were awesome. Our hosts, WAAF, amazing. They're the people to know in Boston. Trust me, you hang out with them, you're going to have a good night. So much fun. I can't wait for next year. Oh, life is great, New England. Absolutely, 100%.
You're such a big part of Boston tradition. To be honored here tonight, what's it mean to you?
Well, it's quite humbling, really, when you think about the people that are here. I was a third-line centerman. I just love playing. And I don't see individual awards in the team game anyway, but it's what it is.
But go back to those days and that goal, and it's a long while ago, and I know you probably talk about it all the time, but what do you remember from it?
And it kind of set off a perfect season for Bobby. He just had won every trophy, and to get that goal in overtime was essential. I was just kind of a cherry on top,
Certainly your days as a wild man, as you put it in the book.
I didn't intend to do any of that. It wasn't like there was a play and I was following a line or a script.
You're going with the flow.
Yeah, I just love living, and it was fun every day.
You talk about coming back and the people that supported you. I think one of your biggest supporters along the way, from what I read the book especially, was number 4.
Yeah, Bobby was one of those friends you can always count on. I was an opponent of his for about 5 years before. I knew we were going to be teammates because they both had Bruins had already bought us when we were 11 or 12. So, Bobby was that solid type of person that I don't care if he was a truck driver, he would still be a good friend. And that's his makeup. If you knew his parents and you knew the town where he came from up in Perry Sound, and what everybody counts is real, authentic. And that's just his parents and his family, and that's the way he was raised.
And he's never changed.
No, he hasn't. He has
Such a good guy.
pretty well stayed the same. And he is humble. And I think he's the most humble superstar I've ever seen. Yeah. And you would think you get just a little cocky. Never takes anything for granted.
Well, you've done some great work. You're a legend for sure in this town, and everyone loves seeing you.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It is good. It is totally good. So thank you so much for your time, Derek, and have fun tonight.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Derek Sanderson, and life is great in New England.
It was a tremendous year of hockey, and it was a short season. It seemed like every game was the playoffs.
Yeah, it was really quite a fast run to the playoffs, and it was quite a battle. And the Bruins got off to a great start. Then they had a little slow period there, and then once playoffs started up, they just kicked it back into gear and really showed that they're built to win. And they had a great run, a tough series against Toronto. That
I was here for that game.
I don't know how they pulled that one out, but we're all happy they did. And then went on, to really run through, Pittsburgh, and then, at the end, really a great series with Chicago. I thought it was going 7. And they had done what they did to Toronto. They had it done to them, and that's 6 games. So it was sad to see, but I really thought it was going 7, and they were going to get it done.
Well, the thing is, too, you win a cup, and then a few years later you have a chance to win another cup. You have to think, how many chances do you really get? What do you think about, this happening again in the next few years for the Bruins?
They're fun to watch, and that as a fan, it's a lot of fun knowing that the home team is one of the contending teams. Hi, I'm Ray Bourque, and life is great in New England.
All right, well, John, it's literally like a guy's afternoon now. We're at the BBC. We sent Alice on assignment, and here we are. It looks like a game show set up here. I don't know what we're going to do, but I can tell you this, it looks fun. We're with the BBC guys.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing stuff. And the presentation, it's unbelievable.
What should I do first? You're the chef. You are the ingredient expert here. What do I do?
So what we did is we paired this up with our andouille sausage Scotch eggs.
Ooh.
A Scotch egg it came from Scotland, but typically it's a
let's throw one of these
egg.
Scotch eggs.
It's got a savory sausage wrapped around it, and then it's breaded and deep fried.
You had me at sausage.
So
I've heard that.
So with these though, what we actually did is we make an andouille sausage in house. So you've got spicy and herby and floral notes in the sausage, which goes well with the beer.
All right. So next up, we're darkening up the beers.
This is Trogues Mad Elf. I believe it's a limited brew. They brew it every year, but they only brew so much, so it's really hard to get your hands on it. So with the Trogues, having that kind of those fruity undertones and the spice and everything else that's going on in there, we paired that up with another new dish we've got, ahi tuna.
Oh, my favorite.
We take the ahi tuna, we roll it in a sweet chili, crust it with sesame seeds, rare sear it, and then we put that over a cilantro lime slaw, mango pico, and then a lime soy reduction. So you've kind of got spice, sweet, savory, all going on, just like you have in the beer.
It's all savory.
It is. Wait. Why haven't you finished?
I'm just trying to pace myself.
Come on.
Pace myself. We have a lot to
You
dive
live
into.
once. If that's something we should put on the Life is Great bumper stickers, you live once.
You live once, yes.
All right.
It really is.
Good?
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Very smooth.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan of the ahi tuna.
That's going to be...
It's good for you.
Yeah, very good for you. So is the beer.
It's the beer and the tuna. You can't go wrong with beer and tuna.
Well, the tuna's healthy. The beer's going to cheer you up, so you're going to forget about all the bad stuff anyway. Okay, so this next beer is our Stone, and this is almost like a traditional British porter.
This is for the big boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not for the faint of heart.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of thought to myself, it's a little pompous that we're going to match beers up with food. It really does make a difference.
Absolutely.
It's not something that you're just talking about. It really does. I'm enjoying the combination.
It brings
of
out
food.
the taste on both ends.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We educate our staff. They know if you come in and you say, you know what, I'm going to have a fish dish, I'm going to have a pie, I'm going to have this, they will recommend the beer to go.
We paired this up with our sausage rolls. So we've got
Once again, sausage. It's all about the sausage.
right, British bangers.
I love you, Mita.
John's going to like this one.
Yeah.
So we roast up the bangers, then we fold them up in a buttery puff pastry.
They roast up the bangers.
They roast them up. Love it.
And then
beat
these
that.
come with our sweet and smoky barbecue sauce.
Now, do I drink this first and then go for here?
Well, you've taken a
both.
sip of it, so have a bite of the
Have a
sausage
bite of the
roll,
sausage.
and then
Say no
take a
more.
bite.
Here we go.
A little bit of barbecue sauce there. I'm going to try that.
Next up, we got a Jack's Abbey Smoke and Dag. So this one's got a lot, like wine tasting, it's got a lot in the nose. So you're going to smell smoke, obviously, and then the oaky barrel that it's aged in. And this is a great beer for this time of year.
Oh, very malty.
Very malty.
Yes.
It is good.
And then the Smoke and Dagger we paired up with our steak and ale pie. This is a pretty hot item on
This
our menu.
one, you're just going to have to dig in, I think.
These are fully encased pies, and this is a typical portion served. Again, buttery pastry. This is actually a short crust pastry. It's not the same, so you're going to get smooth, sweet, buttery caramel, and then obviously the meat in here is steak braised in ale, rich gravy. It's perfect with this beer.
You know, you want something to taste
Something
really
substantial.
good. Yeah, you want something like comfort food.
Yeah, you know, we do everything. And I think that's a typical English-style pub. You can come down with your grandmother for lunch, and then you can go back in late at night when the band is playing.
Well, you guys have been amazing in having us here. We thank you so much for the hospitality. You get some sausage rolls and meter, and you get some beer and meat, and you can really take over the whole program.
We just go to a new place, just incognito, and we just raise a flag and say, "Oh, this is England
here."
now."
Oh, see, I knew it. Didn't I tell you before?
You did tell me.
Like, you watch these guys.
Watch them.
They're gonna try to lull us in with their good food and beer.
It's all about lulling you to sleep.
It really is. But,
Thank you very much for the hospitality.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll go back right to the.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Whew, I got to tell you, a full day. We enjoyed a full day here at the BBC in Framingham. I'm stuffed. I've had my.
You look good though.
I do. You know, I feel good. I feel
like I ran a marathon. All I did was eat.
I don't feel like I'm bloated though. I know a lot of people feel that way after a full day of eating and drinking, and that's one of the guarantees that the BBC makes is that you won't feel fat or bloated after eating their
Goes down very
delectable
easily.
food. As you say, you use that word delectable a lot. I
love the word delectable. It's underused.
Absolutely. So make sure you check us out on all of our social media. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Herald Radio.
Don't forget about Twitter.
Oh, don't forget about Twitter.
You love to tweet.
I'm a big twit out there. So watch Life is Great TV. Thanks for joining us. And maybe we'll be in your neighborhood tomorrow or the next day and showing why you are part of the reason that New England is such a great place, right?
Absolutely. I vote for that.
We'll see you next week.